is, we'll go through that last time about writing a letter to the agency, about 25 days. Did Mike put that on letterhead and send it out? Yeah, okay, so I'm taking that off then. Okay. Number 2 was an update on the dock law. Mike has that, he's not gonna be here tonight, so we can discuss that on Thursday.
Did we ever get the pictures of the dock?
Mike Chaffee has like a diagram of them. I can send, I don't have it yet, but I'll have to send it.
Before, start really getting all of it.
Yep.
When you're talking about this stuff,
Our dock.
yeah, we're talking about the dock law, right?
This is the dock law
Yeah.
for the residents.
No, I realize.
She's just bringing that up because it's so dock, right?
Dock.
The GEI report is also Mike's taking care of that. We'll ask him about that on Thursday, but from what I understand, him and Roger Flood were gonna start putting together a plan. We have a colored one. I don't know how we're even gonna start on that. It's like a big project. We're gonna take each section, maybe go through each section and see where most of the trees are taken down and go from the most
We
to the
actually
least.
go around and look at them and get the
Oh,
worst
yeah.
ones first.
Mm-hmm.
I'd like to see if we can get some kind of ongoing assessment of costs,
Yes.
so that we can say, well, this is how much money we can afford. You know, we can do whatever we want, there's almost nothing we can afford, when you kind of go into it, so from my standpoint, I think we would like to say, this is how much we can afford, and this is incrementally how much more it would cost, and then we can compare it to the we budgeted a certain amount of trees.
Well, last year we actually put an extra $10,000 in, which we're gonna use this year. We can maybe do that again this year, on top of what we already have.
Well, we still have trees to be done, and, we're going into, snow season and all that kind of stuff, so you never know.
Right.
But this report identified, I don't know how many trees that we never even,
72 to be exact.
so I mean, we just have to figure out how we're going to do it.
Right, and, I think, I agree we have to look at them, because, like the tree that us on Chestnut was gonna take down, they were saying it would probably make it, but when the arborist looked at it, he was like, it might, but it's gonna take out this, it's not a good, it's not a healthy tree, it doesn't look good, it's not a nice tree, so I think it's gonna be a very tedious project.
Yeah, I'm glad you're saying that, because I think we have to use a little bit of our own judgment here.
Yeah.
Because they supposedly experts or whatever, but, they're not infallible. I mean, they have to decide what they think is the most pressing priorities.
We're gonna do that next time.
Yeah, and I think, if they start putting something together, then we can start reviewing it and going month by month, and then it can keep going for how many years it takes. No. Talking about that, Harry,
Trees.
number 4, so you've got an estimate
I
for,
put out for 3 bids. Norse never showed up, nor did he call, and this was before he was, so he's out of it anyway. Long Island Tree gave us a price of $6,500 for 12 trees, which I thought was a good price. And then Aronica came in, same 12 trees, $4,000.
I never heard of them, you know?
yes, they're an arborist.
They've been here for 30 years.
Yeah.
I know Joe when he was alive.
They've been here for a long time.
Okay.
Reputable company.
Yeah, they have all the insurance, so I'll do a resolution for Thursday for that, but you could schedule it, okay?
That's
I'll
cheap.
call him.
That's definitely cheap.
Yeah.
Later in the morning, absolutely.
And as far as the trees go, the one that's up by you, the big one, that's coming down, and there's 2 more smaller ones that are leaning over.
Do you know which ones they are, because I didn't see them all.
They are
on
taped.
the-
They are
Okay.
taped. I went up there over the weekend and looked.
Oh, you did,
They
okay.
still are taped. And he said if they come down and they're leaning and they're bad, he said they're gonna take all the wires.
Is it
No.
on Washington?
No, cedar, chestnut.
Yeah.
Just past. If you look down, you'll see 2 trees that have, I think they have blue or pink tape around. I forget which color it was. I think it was. Yeah, it was the orange one. But it's past that big one. There's 2 little ones, but they're like right across the wire. So he said while he's there, I mean, he threw it in might as well do it.
Okay. Just getting back to budget aspect of all this, I had brought up the idea of planting trees when taken down.
Yeah.
Now, clearly there's a seasonal aspect to that, and, if we're gonna be doing something now, I don't think that's the time, but as we start to see how much money we've budgeted, since we don't have that in our budget, however much we budgeted for tree removal, we should keep an eye on that to just see what it would be to like throw in a no tree in
Okay.
this place, because that's gonna cost us additionally that would be part of these bids.
Right, or maybe have people, if they wanted to, for Earth Day next year, donate the trees and then we plant
Yeah,
them.
no, trees better,
Right.
but, I just wanna make sure we continue with that idea and plant trees.
Yes.
Did we get a list from the GEI people about what trees they favored? I remember we had identified certain types of trees that were indigenous to our area, or were supposed to be a great tree in some way.
I don't know what report you looked at, but the one I looked at, I had to sit there with the Google and go through every single GPS coordinate to figure out where the tree. So, but when you look at the colored map, it tells you good, bad, poor, and you can pretty much, there's a lot of trees in the area. You can see by looking at the colored map where they are, right?
Yeah, but I'm talking about if we put new trees in, we don't wanna just stick in any old tree, whether it's donated or not. They said that we should concentrate on indigenous trees or trees that have some kind of disease resistance or growth and whatever, that's somehow gonna be benefiting the village. But I don't know,
Well, we should talk to, I guess, the arborist that's gonna do it.
well, that's what I'm asking, these people who.
Well, if I
Survey was supposed
get the report,
Okay.
he won't do it probably tomorrow or
They gave
anything,
us
so.
tree replacements of things.
Okay.
And I know when I went to Trustees Park with Laura, she gave us reasons of things that, could be trimmed back and lines that could be taken out.
Mhm.
So I'm imagining that Mike and the planning board will put together some kind of a recommendation. I mean, this doesn't mean anything to me. I don't even know how to.
I hope they use the common name for the trees, so they actually know what they're talking about.
Right.
Just tell us.
Go research what the hell it is in the first place.
Put it in the street.
Yeah. So I think
I'll
we'll
forward
have
it to you, Jeff, you can sit there and read it,
yeah.
if you've got a microscope on your,
Yeah.
Computer.
Yeah,
It's a little easier on the computer, but still makes no sense. Alright, so we'll have the winter to put something together and start going from there. Okay, so we started working on the signs. We want to make some changes. Gary's not here, but yeah, I sent him what we started with. We decided to kind of stay with the same, these kind of. Yeah, we're gonna stay with this. They're looking like this, but so it welcomes people, and then have the rules. So Brandon's gonna work on getting like a mock one for us to look at for printed, so everyone thing we so we develop it
When
Thursday.
you say rules, I mean, it's
Like, the one that we have that flew down like the women 25 miles back. So I think it should say something nice like welcome, like that.
like Belterra has you go in there and they have like a million rules and it's basically said you're not welcome.
Yeah, that's not good.
So,
It's gonna be like, oh yeah, no one.
Same here.
It might be a
Same
little
here.
bit bigger just so you can see when you come in. We were looking at the sizes now, but so hopefully Thursday we'll have something to look at and we'll go from there.
Do we have one of these for the public?
These are,
oh,
no, they're out there.
You said they're not there.
it's all on the back.
It says November 30th, November 10th.
Oh, it's just a misprint, it was from the last meeting.
It's got all the resolutions from
No, that's the
the
right.
November meeting.
But
But nothing for this month? No agenda for this month?
That's it,
this is it.
long day.
The next thing is the voting warrant fees. So what we
The mooring fees are 25, and the
Town of Brookhaven is
dinghy
120.
fees are 25. Town of Brookhaven, I think is 150.
So,
We had discussed going up to 50.
yeah, well, I don't think we should change the dinghies. I think 25 is reasonable for the dinghies, don't you?
Yeah, I think so. I think it could be.
And so the mooring being 25, we're gonna get 50. Then with Town of Brookhaven is 200 for the season. Okay. 43, oh, anyone else want, is everyone okay with that? We'll look at $25? Yes? Yeah, I'll do a resolution for Thursday, okay. Okay, so Chestnut, we had the house sold 41 to 43, and they went to sell the house. They had, they were,
Which house is
the red house that's on the corner,
Brundage.
that? Okay, okay.
because of when this house was built, it was back way before we had even a village or village code. Just wanna find a picture. You guys will start with
1906.
1906. So anyway, they were less than 2 feet on village property. So one of them is a building. It's well, I don't know if it's an office or garage that they were
It's
using.
that little house to the left.
the
It's
bungalow.
actually
Some of them were on the left.
Yeah, it is the bungalow. This one.
park property, is that it?
Yeah,
Yeah,
that
over
kind
here.
of wooded area,
Right.
I mean, we don't use it,
Right.
it's wooded area between the park and there.
So their house comes over to here, the village property comes down here. So we're gonna do a boundary line agreement with them. They're not gonna build on it, we're not gonna do anything with it. If they decide to take this building down or change it, then they'll move it onto the property line. So, we went back and researched some things and we found, back then when they built this, the survey equipment that they have now is not what they had back then. So it was probably just an honest,
Mistake, yeah.
yeah, I mean, it's, it would be
I mean, the house was there for long before we even had
100
parking.
years
you know.
before we had village code.
So,
Yeah.
I mean, it doesn't make sense to sit down there.
I have my house surveyed, my meter pad was on my neighbor's property.
Oh, really?
Yeah, it was bad.
What'd you do with it?
Agreement,
Okay.
yeah, it worked out.
So that's pretty much what happens.
Yeah, it was
This
just
is
a- right.
standard thing.
It came in a diagonal and literally my meter pad was on my neighbor's property.
Yeah, even when we did our fence, it was in our neighbor's driveway, behind us. So anyway.
If you look at the surveys, you'll find that the property in between Birchwood and Walnut is a 7-foot strip right down the middle of the entire run. No man's land.
Yep.
Because when they did the original surveys in the flat plan, they did the flat plan. So they did it to come back to the building. So when you go down, you end up with a difference in lots. So everybody's got a monument out there. You see one monument here and 7 feet over, the other monument's the guy behind you.
Well, anyway, I'll email you a copy of the boundary line agreement, but then I'll do a resolution on Thursday. Okay. You should vote on it Thursday. You can abstain from that vote. Okay. Okay, rental permits. I sent back my stuff to Frank and John. They fixed it, sent it back out. The only thing I think, like, from what I understand, the law seems to be fine. We wanted to see the forms, right? So Frank was on vacation last week, so he sent some other forms for Thursday. And I think that's really what we have to look at, how hard is it to fill out the form? Because a lot of the comments that I had to do with filling out the form, but I have to see the form, okay? So, I'll do that on Thursday. You
So
want-
we're gonna first look at it and vote.
Yeah, well, I'm hoping Frank will give it to me like tomorrow, the next
It would be
day.
nice to have a little time.
Yeah, and we can always put off to January too if we need to. So, okay, you wanna talk about 183 building?
Yeah, but you know, when you say 183 covers, there's a lot of things under 183. You're just talking about permits, building permits?
I'm only talking about the changes that you want.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
All right, that's, because if you were gonna talk about 183, we'd be doing, right?
Oh, no, it's only the 6 pages that you sent
Yeah.
us.
Okay. As part of, just looking at our codes and finding all these inconsistencies, I decided when I couldn't do anything physical with my elbow, that I would sit down with the codes and kind of read them and see where they weren't updated and when they, you know, and the things in the codes, especially in 183 about, you know, you're not allowed, things governing, revival meetings and circus tents. I mean, they're crazy. So I eliminated.
Can't have a circus tent.
Yeah, I eliminated a lot of stuff like that. But also, one of the things that I think we really need to do in the village is to clarify the whole thing about building permits. Which is to say, in the codes, have an inclusive list, which is now on our updated building permit form. There's a list of things that says, for these things, you absolutely need a building permit, but it's not in the codes. If you're in a gray area there, people don't know what it is, and then we're in a situation where somebody says, yes, you do, and the person says, no, you don't. Am I giving too much away here?
Yeah.
And so it should be written, you know, matter of law, here's what it is, and so on. So I'm writing all that stuff. And part of the problem was that there were some things that had multiple definitions, depending on, you know, where it appeared in the code. So anyway, so what I tried to do is to come up with definitions, and I brought this up at a previous meeting here. I looked at what Brookhaven uses and the state codes, and to come up with definitions of structure, a building, shed. I passed them on a list, but
Right.
that would be consistent from section to section, and also made sense. I think I said one of the first things I discovered was in one section of our codes, they hadn't been looked at in I don't know how long. Definition of structure had the word structure in it 2 times. A structure is a structure that is in some fashion structure. So I mean, so to just try and make sense of it. So it boiled down to just a few different things in different sections, but every time we change the wording in something, we have to meet on it, we have to agree on it, and I think we have to have a hearing on it.
Yep.
Hopefully we can do all at once. But, you know, I don't think it's controversial in any way. It's